Well, hey everybody, this is Nate coming to you from Palen Music Center down here in Southwest Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, and today we're taking a look at the PRS Dgt 15. This is a 15-watt version of the very well-known PRS Dgt amp, which is a tone machine. Dave Grissom's a tone machine, right? And this amp will do that. I mean, I've got it cranked up right now. This is with the gain. Hey, I just took this out of the box. Turned a couple knobs. If you'll notice, I've got my treble, mid, bass almost at perfectly high noon, but just listen to this thing. What's amazing about this amp, it's got this, and this is loud, but this is not what I would call excruciatingly loud, right? This is a very giggable volume. And what's amazing about this amp is that the way it's voiced, it wants to break up and give you that real singing kind of feedback on a dime, kind of overdrive. But yet, you have really great string definition. And so you can play chords, you know, that are, you know, just the little two-note kind of thick, jabby, great, just voluptuous, chunkerific chords that Dave Grissom is known for. But you can also play full-voiced chords too and hear everything in it. So it's really cool. It's treble, mid, bass. You've got a boost, which is foot switchable. You've got reverb and trim. It's got a top cut on it like you'd find on a Vox. It's EL84 driven. It's a really cool amp. And here's what we're gonna do. Like I said, I just took this out of the box. So we're just gonna grab some guitars. I'm gonna dial in a tone and let's go on a tone voyage. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, so up next, Silver Sky SC, and just as a frame of reference, this is the sound that I just had on the DGT guitar. Through this guitar, I'm on position number 4. Here's a bridge pickup. Do you hear how it just has really, really sustaining? And again, I am gig loud. I'll say it that way. I'm not so loud that I'm sitting here just like, you know, this guitar is not killing me softly with its feedback. So let's hear what it sounds like clean. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, I got a foot switch here, but I'm just gonna use my fingertips here. I'm gonna switch this boost to off, okay? Now, fun fact, look at this. So I just switched the boost off. You can hear a little bit of gain hiss there. I'm switching it off. Listen to this. That was bridge. Here's back to position 4. It's still a little gainy, so I'm gonna back the volume down. I'm gonna turn the reverb up, or not the reverb, the master up just a skosh here. And there's a bright switch. The bright switch for everything I did just a second ago was on. I'm gonna turn it off. And there's also a setting for off when you turn the boost on, which is kind of cool because Dave likes that kind of real mid-range forward where you really get that kind of good barky kind of tone. So this is with it just off. And with that, let me roll this cut knob here. So as I turn the cut up, it gets darker. As I turn it down, it gets brighter. Put a little bit more reverb here. I'm gonna turn the master up just a hair here. Let's see what we got. Position number 2. Middle position. Position number 4. I think it sounds really nice. I'm gonna turn the volume up just a hair here, and we'll get to the trim here on the next couple guitars, but And I'm gonna turn the master down just a little bit here. I kind of missed that bright switch. I'm gonna put that bright switch back on. Normally when I think bright switch, I kind of think something that is like, I want to get harsh, right? But actually that's a little more like, kind of like that Marshall-y input, like the bright input, like on a plexi kind of thing. There's that kind of vibes to me. So very cool. Let's try another guitar. Okay, so up next is the PRS Vela. Don't sleep on the Vela. This is a killer guitar. End up getting me one. There you go. I love these, and they do a little bit of everything for a little bit of everybody. So this is going to be the neck pickup, and I've got the, let's see, I've got the volume kind of right up straight in the middle. Master is, I don't know, about maybe about what, 11 o'clock, and then the top cut is not too far off of that, you know, and we've got it set sort of in kind of a cleanish, sort of jazzy thing. Here's the middle position with the coil tapped on the back pickup. I'm gonna turn the verb up just a skosh here. I'm gonna turn the master volume down, master up here. Be a great opportunity for a little bit of tremolo. You know, if you notice on the tremolo, when you turn this on, the light is blinking to tell you how fast your rate is, which is pretty cool. I love that clean there. Let's hit this with a little bit of gain here and see what we end up with. I'm gonna turn the master down here. Still got my bright boost on. I'm gonna turn the volume up, master down just a little bit so I don't burn my eyebrows off here. I'm gonna turn my volume down, pop the coil tap on that bridge pickup, see if we can get it to clean up. I'm gonna go in between the two pickups, middle position here. It's still wanting to be a little fuzzy and a little dark. It's not crystal clean. But for something like a, you know, like a, I don't know, like a, and maybe a little bit of trim on that to boot. There's something about it as this gain gets cranked up, and the gain's pretty hot right now. I could ease that back easily and achieve exactly what it is I was trying to get just a second ago when I had this. There's that chimey thing I want, but I guess my takeaway from this part of it is that when you have that gain cranked up like that, it's almost like that is the doorway into that instant feedback, that feedback on demand. And the price you pay for that is to get that feedback, there's a lot more mid-push there, which is not a bad thing. That's a great thing. But in order to, you know, what would really take this over the edge if you hit this with a boost pedal, which is also what Dave Grissom does. And that way you could actually have that chiminess and have that push that you want. So very cool. Let's try one more guitar. Okay, last but not least, this is the PRS NF 53. Let's start here in the neck position. Okay, and I've got my, I got a little bit of preamp gain here. Master's cranked up quite a bit. Boost is not on. Treble is, mid-range is backed off just a skosh. Bass and treble are just, I mean, barely past noon. You see where the top cut is. It's fairly set to fairly bright. And yeah. This amp has a lot of mid-range punch. I mean, just a lot. You almost have to, you know, back it off a little bit or just embrace it. And if you embrace it, you get so much more of that, you know, rich harmonic content, but also you just cut through like the mix like no other. So this is the bridge pickup, the same guitar. And I'm gonna throw on a little bit of trim here. I'm gonna leave it about right there. I might actually take the speed down even further. And I've got the bright switch on. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm not gonna hit the boost yet. I'm gonna actually turn the volume down, maybe leave the master where it is. I'm gonna go in the middle here. I kind of like this sound here. Now let's see what it sounds like with a little bit of boost on here, cranking the gain up. I'm gonna turn the master down just a little bit so we can not clip the mic too hard here. Okay, so here's my take on this. This amp has a character to it. Obviously, has the namesake of someone who is an incredible player and known for amazing tone. And I feel like what happens is that as I'm playing through this, I just want to find a way to get to that place and get to that tonal palette, right? That isn't to say it doesn't have versatility, but it is to say that it certainly has a character quality to it, which is not a bad thing. Listen, if you're going to own more than one amp, and Lord have mercy, I hope that you can, you ought to have some flavors or some colors to paint with. And this has this wonderful mid-range quality to it that is so sustaining and has a feedback that you can control with your fingertips, with your volume knob, with the type of guitar that you use. And that in of itself is very inspirational. It's like no matter what I do, I keep wanting to go back to that place, and it's a good place. So if you've got questions about this, or you just want to talk about amplifiers or PRS in general, we love talking about that stuff, and most importantly, we love talking to you. Give us a call, 417-882-7000. We look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you soon.